So it was just a normal day like today. It's a cloudy day outside, kind of cold. So you stay indoors and we do what we normally did until the power went out. Power went out, and a little while later we heard these planes fly over our house. There's an airstrip nearby. I didn't really think anything of it until it happened again, and another wave of planes came. And then another wave of planes came. So in a matter of an hour, we seen 3 waves of planes go across the sky, east to west. They were different colors: blue, yellow, gray, white, red, black. They were just all kinds of sizes, shape, color, everything. They even had older planes. And off in the distance, we could hear the booms. And when we saw the pillars of smoke, and we knew, because there's a city that way. And there was a city that way. And in both directions we looked, it was all smoke. The sky was turning black because of it. Me and my girls were running down a street. That's what it flashes to. I'm not even at my house. I'm running down the street. We're trying to get to a building to take cover because we hear the bombs going off. We get inside this government building or something. It had a basement in it. We were going for the stairwell to go downstairs. And we find this old, lazy, gray tomcat laying on the steps. And we got distracted by it for some reason. It stopped us. We stopped running. And it was in that moment that I realized that my girls hadn't had their bobs. They didn't have their bug-out bag on their backs. And I was like, "Where's your bags?" And they're like, "We left them." I was like, "You're supposed to grab them and run." I said, "It's too late now." So we stayed right there. My second daughter, she picked up the cat, and the cat started hissing at her, so she tossed it. After the boom stopped, we went back outside and we headed back to the house to go get our bobs because we needed them. As we were running down the street, we see the destruction and the chaos around us. Houses burned, cars burned up, people crying, people screaming, people with blood all over their hands, their faces, their clothes. And my girls start crying because they see it for the first time. And I had to keep them together. I said, "Don't worry about it, girls. Keep going. We got to get to the house." So we run all the way back to the house. We get here. And we see this woman standing on the street holding her kid. And he was lifeless in her arms. And she was just standing there crying. We get back to the house. And I tell them to grab whatever they can and throw it in their bag. I started grabbing food out of the cabinets. Anything I could find. Just filling a box with food. I tried dialing on my phone to call someone. I was trying to call my husband and I couldn't get out. I could not dial out. So my girls go ahead and grab their stuff and go to the car. And I go back inside to get one more box worth of food. And I get back out to the car and my baby is sitting there in shock. She's not crying. She's not smiling. She's not doing nothing. She's just sitting there in shock. Unresponsive. My 11-year-old was crying hysterically. She was so scared she wet herself. My 15-year-old has autism, so she was like just melting down out of her mind. And then my phone rings. And it's my daddy. And he said, "They're here." And he said, is there any way you can get home? Can you try to get to me? And I said, I can try. I said, but I gotta get my husband first. I had to steal a car, because we only have one. Drive it down the road. And the missiles, they damaged the road, so it made traveling hard. Getting from one place to another was not going to be easy. There was a woman standing on the side of the road, and she kept waving, and I just drove past her. And she was screaming after me, like running, saying, stop, stop, stop. And I was like, I can't. I had 3 girls in the car, I couldn't take no chances. So I kept going. And then I seen why she was yelling stop. Because the road, part of it had broke off, and the rest of it was getting ready to cave off. So I went around. I just floored it. I was looking at the speedometer, and it read 125. And I woke up speeding across this broken pavement as it collapsed underneath me. And we got across. That's how I woke up. There's something coming. And I don't think we're ready for it.